Aleka. Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. My name's Alex Wallace, and I will be your virtual business manager for today. What that means is I'm here to just be a resource to you, guide you through the next steps of this part of the transaction, and help answer any questions you might have and get you on your way as quickly as possible.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I first want to say congratulations on the new Camry. You must be excited. Is this your first Toyota, or have you had Toyotas before this, or?
Toyota's all my life. Toyota all the way.
Nice. Love to hear that. Yeah, my entire family has Toyotas as well. Two Tacomas, a RAV4, and an Avalon. So
Very nice.
I'm definitely with you on that one. So without further ado, I'm just going to share with you a brief questionnaire. And this is what we show all our guests. It's just a few standard questions that we like to showcase just to get a little bit more information from you to better customize the experience to you. So you're going to be seeing that in just a couple seconds.
All right.
So yeah, this is probably a bit different way to buy a car than you've done in the past, but thanks for bearing with me. So right here, what we have is just a few questions for you. Number one, for titling purposes, is this the way you want your name to appear on the title?
Yes, that's perfect.
Great. And please verify that this is the correct address for you, 14 Brady Drive in Tampa, Florida.
Yep, that's where I live.
All right. You excited about Tom Brady coming to Tampa?
Oh, man, you have no idea.
That's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
plan on
plan on owning it for 5 years and driving 15,000 miles.
Okay, nice. So, a little bit longer time than average and 15,000 miles. It's pretty good. Do you do more highway or city driving?
Definitely city driving.
More city, okay. And how would you rate the quality of the roads that you often travel on?
They're terrible. There's construction everywhere.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. My part of Florida, they are too. And how often do you have the maintenance done, and where do you plan to have the maintenance done?
Whenever the light comes on, I just go back to the dealership.
Okay, so that's about 5,000 for a Toyota. And where do you like to take it?
To the dealership.
Okay. And do you keep your vehicle in a garage or covered parking?
Yep.
Very nice. Ever lost or need to replace your keys?
Nope.
That's good. I have not a very fun experience. And are you currently active duty military or dependent on someone who is?
No, I'm not.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was just asking that to see if you qualified for the Toyota's military rebate. Also, are you a recent college graduate?
No, sir.
Okay, yeah, that's the other rebate that Toyota has. So I just wanted to make sure that of all the available rebates that you knew about them.
Cool. Thank you.
Perfect. So I'm just going to get the next steps rolling. But yeah, I wanted to ask, so how long have you been deciding to get this Camry? Has this been long in the works, or has this been something more recent that you decided to do?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a few months now. Just finally decided to pull the trigger.
Nice, nice. What was it that caused you to decide now? Just like the programs going on, or
Programs. Yeah, the
promotion at
programs
work,
got
maybe?
great.
Awesome. So perfect. I have the next step ready. So in just a second, you'll be seeing that.
Good deal.
Well, that takes a moment to load up. How's your work situation been going during this craziness that we've been dealing with?
Good. So I'm in IT and I can work from home. Works out perfectly.
Yeah, that's awesome. So glad that you haven't had any problems with that, and I'm trying to brush up on my IT skills myself. So it's a good feel.
Nice.
All right,
I do a lot of Googling.
I'm just gonna share the next step of the process for you, Mark. So basically, what we have here are all the different options that Toyota wants you to know about. That being said, I'll kind of direct you to the right-hand side. So this is the total coverage side. This is all the options that are available on the Toyota. Also, what we have here on the left side, this driver's needs analysis, that's where we take data from the survey that you just filled out. We also pull in data from other drivers similar to you who have purchased Camrys and what they've chosen to go with on their vehicles. as well as input data from sites like Edmunds and Kelley Blue Book. So that all comes together and we come up with some custom tailored recommendations for you. It's a lot like the way Amazon recommends different products based on what you might like. So that's what we have here. First up, the vehicle service contract. This would be for 60 months, 75,000 miles. You indicated on the survey earlier that you do want to keep the Camry for about 5 years and drive 15,000 miles per year. So this would keep you protected during that entire time frame. This protects you from breakdowns, so any covered component, whether mechanical or electrical, and there's no deductible, and it's accepted at over 6,000 locations nationwide. Underneath that, we have the car care maintenance. This is a plus plan, and it goes for 48 months or 50,000 miles. You mentioned that you like to, do your maintenance. It's important to you to get it done when, the manufacturer's light comes on. You want to make sure you're keeping up with it. So this will pay for a lube, oil, and filter, 15-point vehicle inspection, tire rotation, and value-added coupons. Underneath that, we have the total loss protection. Are you familiar with how total loss protection and GAP works?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it can definitely be a lifesaver. I'm just going to click this more info button. This will bring up a pretty helpful graphic from Edmunds. So on this page here, Edmunds actually uses their data to showcase what the expected gap or loss would be at different parts of your ownership period. So of course it would be its highest, right around this time in October of this year. So later this year, your expected gap or loss would be $5,000. So it's definitely a good thing to stay protected. And during Florida, we can have pretty adverse weather conditions. So it's always good to be on the safe side.
That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So that concludes the driver's needs analysis. Mark, did you have any questions about those three before I move on to the total coverage side?
No.
Okay, perfect. So by choosing the total coverage side, you receive everything in the driver's needs analysis. However, you gain road hazard tire and wheel to protect your tires and wheels from covered road hazards for the next 60 months. This is unlimited mile coverage, so it doesn't matter how much you drive, you'd still get 5 years of benefit from it no matter what, and there's no deductible. And also the JM&A Dent Wizard. So this would be for 60 months as well, and it's really helpful for popping out dings and dents up to the size of a credit card in parking lots and similar areas, because we know that sometimes people can get a little bit careless when they're opening their car doors, or I've seen wind take a shopping cart, and all sorts of unfortunate things can happen. So this is a nice way to protect you from that. It also protects the inside from rips, tears, and burns.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Mark, did anything interest you from the total coverage side, or would you like to just stick with the driver's needs analysis?
Let's stick with the driver's needs.
Perfect. So what I'll do for you then, Mark, is I'll click this blue sign button, and then I'm going to relinquish control over to you of the mouse, so you can touch down on that touchpad and you can give your signature for the three options.
Cool.
Yep. I try to move pretty fast, I figured you're a busy guy. You probably have things to do, so.
Lots of Zoom meetings for sure.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you had anything planned for the rest of your day.
Just about 15 more Zoom meetings.
15 more Zoom meetings. Nice. I think I only had 12 today, so you had me beat.
Nice.
Awesome. So I'm just going to send over one more screen to you then. This is what we call the final acceptance. It's basically just one last run through everything that we went over. And while that loads up, I just want to say I talked to your salesperson, Mike, and he's going to be bringing the vehicle to you around 6 p.m. Does that still work for you?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's going to be taking the DMV documents over to you as well, the ones that need wet signatures. So you can expect him to have all that when he shows up.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. All right, so here, like I mentioned earlier, is just the final acceptance. So it shows what you are accepting, which is the vehicle service contract for 5 years, the car care maintenance plan, and the total loss protection. Over here is the coverages that you declined, which is the road hazard tire and wheel, the dent wizard, and key replacement. So Mark, I'm a little curious. Was there something about the road hazard that concerned you?
No, not specifically.
Okay. Yeah, the reason that I ask is because on your survey earlier, you did indicate that the roads around you were pretty adverse. There were a lot of construction sites, things that can leave around, things like nails and tires. Those can really do a number on your tires and wheels. And the road hazard right now would only be $10 a month, but that way you'd probably have a lot more peace of mind when you're going through those construction sites. So is that something you'd like to add on at this time?
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just drag that over. One moment while it loads. All right. So same as before, I'm going to relinquish control back to you, and you can sign for those 4. So do you know who you're going to show the car to first?
Oh yeah, my wife. She doesn't even know I'm getting it.
Oh, okay. And just hit apply signatures.
Okay.
I'm sure she's going to be a fan of it. I mean, you're getting a Toyota, it's a pretty well-loved car, so
Definitely, definitely.
yeah, it's not like you're buying a, Ferrari or something. All right, so just stop sharing here. Perfect. So that pretty much concludes the process, Mark. I just want to, thank you again for your time. I'm sure this is a little bit different than how you purchased cars in the past, but thanks for bearing with me. And in about 2 weeks, you can expect to get a CSI survey in the mail. So I just wanted to let you know about that. I hope you've had a great experience. But any last questions for me before I go?
No, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Happy to help. And you'll be seeing Mike later this afternoon.
Good deal. Have a good day.
Awesome. Take care, Mark. Good speaking with you.
You too.